mean, what element? I mean, of course, it's geomancing.
Rocks and forest. This is a plane worthy of an earth elemental, all right.
A kernel of serenity amid endless chaos.
I'm just wondering which other skill we're still lacking. Been a while since I last played, so I think Man at Arms was fire. Yeah, we will find out.
Guardians, I ask of you, what are you doing? What good can come of your misguided actions? I have tried to warn you. I have tried to be your friend by pointing toward the one great truth that is the Void Dragon, and say, relent. For you have failed before, and you shall fail again.
Kind of sounds like the things Leandra is trying to say to us, right?
Why is it so difficult for you to accept that which is inevitable? All things must pass away, even time itself.
I mean, good try. If it is truly inevitable, why are you even worrying about convincing us?
Sit ye down, rest, be weary no longer. Acquiesce in the embrace of oblivion, in which there is nothing but the equality and the harmony of non-existence.
Kinda sounds like Zenyatta from Overwatch. Experience tranquility. Or one of the Halloween skins had it morphed to experience nothingness. More than that.
A blessing awaits beyond the end of time. Accept it, for it is yours to receive.
There's nothing beyond the end of time.
That word has truly lost all meaning.
A blessing awaits beyond the end of time. Death's blessing, yes, but no more.
No, more like non-existence, probably. Heat.
The spirit of Father Nature came to me in a dream last night, and he told me to welcome you.
And who are you exactly?
Can't you tell? I'm the universe. You're the universe. We're all the universe. It's a beautiful thing, to be sure.
It's a hippie elemental.
I noticed you were bringing this place in close contact with the spirit of nature, and I thought to myself, that's where I belong. Thanks for putting me up.
The diary we can read. A short look. Yeah, witchcraft, one of the 2 skill trees we don't use at all. It is actually quite the fun one, but yeah, just didn't really fit into the builds I used for this Let's Play. Yeah, and we're not really using the geomancing skills with Scarlett. She's more of a fire type of woman. Like even things like Bless, I don't think we need them.
May the earth's vibrations rock you gently.
Thanks for your support anyway. Let's read the ancient diary. My friend and ally. It couldn't be, but of course it was. The one I was to marry, her child, Alessa's child. There's simply no escape from the past. At first, I rode headlong into battle, hoping the enemy's sword would do what I could not. Then came the distractions of power, to no avail. I must admit, the truth to myself, here on paper, like I almost did in my previous letter. 3 of us faced the Void Dragon, and 2 of us, myself included, were overcome by terror. When it truly mattered, when the fate of words hung in the balance, we failed our duty. It was she who restored our fraying minds. Oh, such mighty wizardry I'd never seen, but it spent her, weakened her. The void preys on the weak. It killed her before we could strike back. Only then did we cage it. We won, we saved the world, we were heroes. No, we were cowards when the moment came. Now, all I can do is become a guardian. It's the only way both to serve and to forget. I'm certain you feel the same. Third guardian. apparently perished. Yeah, in the previous letters and diaries, it was kind of implied. Fascinating. So at least one of them, or probably both of them, became guardians just out of guilt. The best motivation, I guess. Seems like we still have more rooms to unlock. So let's just use the last bloodstone we have.
Bloodstone, as powerful as
Have
it
a
is
look
sinister.
what we can unlock now. Also give some sweet XP. Like the game doesn't cap at level 20, you can actually grow beyond that. But like level 20 is like the kind of intended level. This bottle's not activated so far.
Do you have a moment, my friends, to indulge an old imp?
Always.
I want you to know that I have been giving your history a lot of thought. For any historian worth his salt duly contemplates the events he records and researches. It is my solemn conclusion that you have been treated rather harshly, and that the harshest punishment of all was delivered unto you by your very own hands.
Yeah, I mean, trying to erase not only yourself, but also your history is quite the move.
For tell me true, what are humans worth, even if they ascend to the status of demigod, if they be void of all doubt, if they question unfailingly their duty?
Yeah, kind of seems stupid to be devoid of all doubt.
The demon abused a most primal emotion, and because of that, that emotion has been dubbed a weakness. Nay, I say, it is not.
Nay.
Indeed, it will save us yet, be it in the very last nick of time. So, chipper up, eh? Not like the near impending end of all is entirely your fault.
Yay. I already feel much better, thank you.
At least Zigzag seems to think we Guardians aren't utter failures.
What wonder awaits you?
Bless his heart, for he is right. Doubt is not a blight, but a blessing.
Does a blessing lead to the escape of the void? Does a blessing fall prey to demons? Sounds like blight to me.
Yeah, but I think it's very important to reflect on your own actions and
A
everything.
chapel, and a truly beautiful one at that.
I have
Chapel.
the feeling it has long since been abandoned by the gods, though.
O guardians in whose hands rests the fate of all, I know he, the usurper, the instigator, has been trying to charm you like he once did us both before.
And quite successful if he even charmed a goddess.
Do not listen to him. Do not listen. For every sound he makes is another vocalization of deceit. And what is more, a ruse to mark his weakness. First he seems to mock you. Then he seems to menace you. Then he seems to mesmerize you. But all the while, what he really does is fear you.
Yeah, what I just said, if he was like truly convinced that everything is inevitable he's standing for, he wouldn't take the time and effort to try to talk to us. Just manipulation.
His desire has been long in the making. The freedom among the void that is his unfathomable dream. But I have stopped him once, and you can do so again.
Astarte stopped him once? I think the banishment she means. Of course, I mean, like, before she did that, she kind of fell for his lies, didn't she?
You have pieced yourselves back together, Guardians. You are greater now, perhaps, than you ever were. The maw of the
Level
void is
17.
chomping with big black teeth. But there is still time to kill the beast. Rise up, Guardians. Stand up. Come to me at the center of the maelstrom and stand by me.
Seems like that is the
Our
true
enemies fear us.
goal of
Well,
our
they
journey.
should. We'll hit the void in the jaw yet,
Fight the-
and put a halt to its ceaseless devouring of creation.
Fight the Void Dragon alongside her. Even though if a goddess can't win this fight, it seems like quite the challenge to do that as two mortals. And there's a sarcophagus.
This tomb must enshrine a most honored soul.
I guess
Still, it seems almost lonesome among the gloom here, does it not?
I would guess it's of the third guardian.
By the sins of the seven, can it be?
General Alessa.
You, Guardian, and General before that.
It's her. With whom do I have the honor?
Has time erased all memory of me? It is I, Alessa, the General who stood by your side when the Void Dragon first plagued our world so very long ago. 3 of us faced our foe that day. Only 2 lived to tell the tale.
Nice, so we get now like a more elaborate tale of what happened to her and what happened back then when we faltered. What happened to you?
You stared the void straight in the eye and saw oblivion reflected back at you. You broke, panicked, and it took me the very depths of my magic to rally you once more. Rally you I did, but I was spent, and the dragon did not hesitate. Thus I perished in the jaws of the void.
Then let me beg your forgiveness for our breakdown, which cost you your life.
I think even Scarlett would go that way. Because of the dutifulness she has and everything. Even though she's usually cold, I think she would feel bad that someone perished because of her own mistake, because of her own fear.
Indeed. We're sorry we failed you, Alessa. Praise be that you restored our courage.
There is nothing to be sorry
Cautious.
about,
It's
Guardian.
cautious about that.
I did what had to be done, and after that, so did you.
I'd say it's more compassionate than cautious.
You did your duty and more. You gave up the rank of general to become something greater, something immortal. Guardian, protector of the God Box, protector of all creation.
But then we failed. I wonder if we are still immortal, or if that, like, was nullified when we tore ourselves from the tapestry of time.
Oh, how terrible it must have been to be betrayed. To hear Astarte whisper, to falter ever so briefly and see the dragon rise anew.
I don't know if I would say that Astarte betrayed them. I mean, she did something very stupid, but in the end she wanted to do it for us. It doesn't, like, nullify the consequences or anything. I wouldn't call it betrayal.
That was our darkest hour. To err is human, but we were immortals. We failed creation and failed the gods.
But I think Scarlett would be more offended by that.
We failed? Humbug! Even the best can be brought low by trickery. It was treason that undid us, nothing else.
Humbug is a very nice word.
Yes, indeed. Treachery and deception. Such are the forces that stood against you. The gods should have seen it coming. You undertook a task the Seven themselves should have presumed.
That's my whole question. Is like, what about the Seven in every step of this whole thing? Like, they don't seem to have helped against the Void Dragon to begin with. And why don't they, like, interfere right now? Because, like, the Void Dragon is, like, threatening all of existence. So, them as well, the followers as well, the world. That I don't get. Especially because they play a more prominent role in Original Sin 2, so, yeah.
And where are they now, these allegedly all-powerful gods?
Thank you.
Cowering in a distant universe, no doubt. But you are here, ready to face your fear yet again. Destined, I am sure, to succeed at long last. To succeed and save time and space forever. Your moment is nigh. The moment of final failure or final triumph. I know what shall be. Your time has come. The void is destruction. You are creation. The greater force that will best a lesser foe.
Even though we failed her, she seems to be like our biggest fan.
Another whisper of our past.
Much trust in us.
Another in a long line of the Void's wretched victims.
Come what may, we'll avenge them all.
Yes, we will. Just wanted to say, those are very derpy eyes, but they are moving. Why? What is it?
Why? You're home.
It's talking.
How long it's been? Centuries? Eons? Since you come to me in search of salvation. But I have not changed nearly so thoroughly as you have.
And also
My
talking
offerings
to me.
remain the same, dear protector. As have my prices.
Prices? What do you have to offer?
Potions of great and incomparable strength, dear protector, as ever. During the Great War, you found full resistance to the elements quite useful. Perhaps history will repeat itself.
Ah, well, tough offerings. Just elemental resistance potions. Oh, which are not bad. 90% resistance. On the other hand, do you remember last time I used an elemental resistance potion in this game? I think it was once for the fight against Brachus Rex, and I think that's it. Never before, never after that. How expensive are you? I mean, since we have the money, let's buy like one of every type for every of our companions. I don't see ourselves using them. I would be very surprised. If you yourself played the game, did you use like lots of those potions? Same for like strength and perception and the attribute potions, cause I also don't really use. They just have like, I don't know, usually fights are not that long, but they still have like such a short effect, and kind of feels like I can always use my AP for something better. But anyway, just to have the option and to have even more potions hoarded at the end of the game, we will buy them. Anything else we can sell? We should sell. So, yeah. Fascinating. It was really cool to meet her. I really like, in general, storytelling which like picks up part of your past, even though like sometimes you don't remember those things, like this kind of amnesia trope, and then it gets important what was in your past and everything like that. Also as a DM, to use that, or as a player in tabletop campaigns to experience that. Okay, seems like we can still unlock more, but we don't have any more stones. So, guess we'll go to Phantom Forest.
It takes to zap a human to vapor.
Let's not find out. So let's go to Phantom Forest.
Drafty in here, isn't it?
Let's teleport there. Let's do that. And have we found more bloodstones or starstones?
I think I could fly.
Since it's new map and the last one, let's save.
Southeast to Hunter's Edge, north to incomparable suffering. Well then.
Southeast it is. For now, at least.
Let's go north. Sounds fun. Wonder what is north. It doesn't look very healthy. And it looks like Death Fork from the second game. I think that the bridge here is where we came from. Yeah. Since you're as curious as I was when I first played this game, let's show you what happens if you go for incomparable suffering. For once, the game autosaves if you want to do that.
What is this? Oh, I
Gets
can hardly...
slowed and poisoned.
Where am I? I can't bear this. No. No! Leave me be! No! I don't belong here!
If you continue further, you just perish. So, yeah, I guess that's incomparable suffering for you.
What is
Just
this?
want to have the dialogue.
I can hardly...
Just walk
I can't bear
until we have the
this.
dialogue option,
No.
then go back.
No! Leave me be! No! I don't belong here!
Interesting. I have to talk inside, I guess.
I can't
We even get it
keep
again?
up!
Apparently not. Anyway. Let's go back.
Like a rat here.
Let's heal up to raise any damage. Thankfully it's not long lasting. And now we have a whole new map to explore. Phantom Forest. Sounds like a fun environment, doesn't it? Mushrooms. Why is it always mushrooms? Would it be herbs or something?
Wolgraff spotted something.
Huh. Right under the mushrooms. Huh? Another chest. Look, level 4. Yeah, I think at one point we might need Lawmaster 5. But not today. Is that interesting? I don't think so. Nope. Either use here this way or bottom way. Save the bridge. Ooh, another troll. And a slave master.
Once more. Troll toll.
They're level 16.
4,000 gold. Can't you count, you bloody walrus? Hold on now. One whelp at a time. You'll pay your
Aim.
toll soon as I'm through knocking this loudmouth back in line. The fool thinks he can slip 6 warm bodies past Rumble for the price of 1, he does.
They're just 5.
Lousy bomb may as well thieve from King Gungia's very coffers.
Who would do that? Who would thieve from King Gunga's very coffers?
If I've said it once, I've said it more times than a troll can count. Warm bodies do not people make. We are 3 Immaculates and 3 slaves, and I won't empty my pocket over chattel.
Yeah, charming as ever, the Immaculates. Can't I free the slaves? No, we're definitely gonna barge in.
This sounds like a matter of opinion. These two ought to resolve it on their own terms.
Resolve on their own terms.
It isn't as though we can't spare the gold. We ought
Let's
to
do
end
that.
this conflict before it escalates.
I'm just kind of unsure what I can do. Because I mean, I want to free the slaves.
All right, we'll do it your way.
Oh, the gentle tinkling of gold. Intoxicating. Do pass, Skullbearer, and tell your fool of a friend he may do the same.
No wonder you came to my aid. I see you have an immaculate amulet, the
true.
very same as mine.
Not
The
equipped,
goddess
but
does bless us
somewhere.
with good friends and good fortune during our times of need. Hide to the village ahead and rest yourself among your kin. But do take care. Only those in possession of our holy amulets may enter, and the guards are a savage sort. They won't hesitate to gut you if they suspect you aren't one of us.
I wonder if there's even any way to not get at least a single of those amulets. I guess if you just don't loot. Like we have like 7 of them or something.
Move along then. Go on, march.
Yeah, just... I'm very confused.
Jingle, jingle,
I thought I could do something about that.
I would have preferred death to this.
What goddess would ask for this?
There was no option besides like getting them through or...
You've paid the toll, so get to crossing.
Did I didn't like press anything to pay. Unless I crossed this bridge.
That's Hunter's Edge, chicken bones. But you ought to know that if you've joined up with these immaculate whatevers, I've earned a pretty mountain of gold standing between the village and the mines, watching you kind drag slaves and corpses to and fro.
Corpses, you say?
Wheelbarrows full of them.
Can you stop
must
screaming?
Be making dead man stew over in Luculla. Oh, bring a bowl next time you pass through, do. It's been ages since I had a nice dead man stew.
Are they transporting dead people? I thought you had to kill them to create the bloodstones. Lost sign.
The hen who shares her feed receives a greater second helping.
I guess I would need some corn or something, or wheat probably. Yeah, I think I sold everything. Anyway, maybe we'll find some more. Or not. We will see.